Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Nick and Awesome Family Gaming. We got a lot of things in store. Today, we are playing Madden football. Let's kick it off.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Yeah!
Jonathan Garibay, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They go play action. Cousins. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
That is caught at the 7. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle. Thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Trying the power game with Ham. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Greg Joseph on for the extra point.
Good.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across.
New notification. Can't connect to the server. Network features for this game or app can't be used until connection is established.
This offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
First down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And now he spiked it on 3rd down. I don't know if he heard a whistle. There was no whistle. He just got up and spiked it.
Madden NFL 23.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be touchdown just shy of midfield. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On 2nd down, Cook. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw is Cousins. Open man is Thielen is complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Cousins to throw it. Open man, once again it's Thielen. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
13.
One of the words has really worked its way into our lexicon. Is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
What were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. On third down, it's Prescott. With the man lamb, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Then he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get this down to the 10. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we sit due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. Now, it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Up come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now Prescott. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. Don't like the way that they've started. The way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Play action now. Cousins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Only a couple there, so he brought down about the 28.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now we're going to get a stoppage. Remember, the Cowboys shake it up. Here's Brian Anger now. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line and run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. red zone now. Cousins. It's caught. Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down. Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. An 11-yard touchdown.
20-0.
And the Vikings have pretty
scored
well
again.
put it away here in the fourth quarter. Joseph now to have the PAT.
Kick is up. And it's 21-0.
And it is now 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off on the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
A great start to this drive. You have the sack, now a false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. Hard to believe his first catch of the game. Defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he will score.
Crap.
Touchdown.
27-0 Vikings.
Cook, 27 yards. And the Vikings up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well.
Pick up.
Not everyone's going to be the home run we saw there.
Good.
But once you get that
28-0.
opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off, following the touchdown. Taking it about. Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Well, they'll accept that penalty. They'll, of course, move the football up the field. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. 77 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Cowboys are not doing so well in the opener. 28-0 and then a
Up the
safety.
middle, it's Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively, nearly had the interception, but it's second down. Try it again on second down. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From the 10, 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Keelan Cole from 4 yards out. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, second down, second and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that call.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau there to make the grab. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
13-0. Make it 14.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the... And he loses the football a second time. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Prescott on play action. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of his end zone, Prescott. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Oh, nice move. Just a 30-yard punt that time. Now the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr, they'll set up the screen to Drake. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This goes out wide for Drake. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Drake. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Carr now to throw. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacked. You have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection?
20-0.
No
Makes
surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout
21.
this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Broncos can't get going.
He starts by handing this off to Drake.
Oh, good.
And nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That
He
play
took
going
off
for
running
16
there.
yards to start the drive. First
Not
down.
good,
But
boys.
if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them.
Not good,
Showed that
guys.
he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr, that's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To throw is Carr. And finding Keelan
Touchdown again!
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And
This
the Raiders
game is
are able
just
to widen
not
their
even a
lead
game
here in this
anymore.
first half.
27-0.
Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they just look completely unprepared for what's being
28-0.
thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to
my
adjust series to
Lord.
series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And again, it's Prescott. Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Spike it, he faked it. Oh, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead it's second down. Prescott from the gun. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Final play of the half, Prescott, and he fires one, but incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out at an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Pollard to return from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. Carr now on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. This a 33-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw is Prescott. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now.
31
get to the perimeter
nothing.
later, and let's face it,
They're
you
just
could do
running
worse. See a
away with
4-yard
it.
run on 1st down.
The run got 4.
Hard
Now
to
they
get
do
on
it a 2nd and
offense
6.
really good.
Here's
Let's see,
Carr.
they're going to throw it.
A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
35.
Recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force
35
turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Carr now on 1st down. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space.
Correction, and it's 34-0. If I said 35, I meant 34.
And they take a lot of pride in covering.
This is not a game,
What a nice
folks.
play he made there in the open field. 4th and 10
This I tell you, we could have done a lot better.
Looking to throw again on second
I don't know
down.
what's going on.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Threw the ball away.
Somebody thought they had an open look beyond the first down
Raiders
marker to his
just
receiver,
dominated.
but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. And that drive.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunky yards at first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go back to Pollard on second down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And this offense on third down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Give here to Pollard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done, so now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
If you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And they will remain well behind. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And some accelerating, and off he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Carlson down to add the extra point.
Good.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
41-0. We are
to kick
not
it away is Carlson.
doing good.
This take it in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a tough go for them, and still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for bed.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. A 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.
Hopefully we can do something here, guys.
Is the NFL.
Because that last game was a blowout. 41-0.
Set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'd be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other players in the playbook for another time.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and ran with it.
Well, just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run here with Rico Dowdle. 7 yards there on a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as
Go,
defensive
Cowboys!
later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen. They go back to Pollard on second down. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, first and 10. And able to get this to the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. We're scoreless after 1. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
No score. End of
From
the first.
44, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Cowboys and Baltimore Ravens.
Now it's Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson going to look to do it himself. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
To throw is Jackson. Rally caught by the big tight end Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And that to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's second down. Flushed out running. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Jackson. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
6-0.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. They'll throw now on the final play. Leap and he will make the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Ready to receive it, and they got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. It's certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they start defensively at the 40-yard line. Not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled in.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Preston. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
7-0 our score. There's been no other scoring in this.
Jackson on the move to his right. He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dante Fowler, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive is starting with great field position. It's facing
Ravens
down.
punting again.
Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson now. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
fourth quarter, and it's 7-0. They have not scored ever since. Unlike that last game, that was bad. This is better than what it was in that last game. That last game was 41-0.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
10-0.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing, Prescott. The throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, and able to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They juked him.
He's on the run. Touchdown.
And they will eventually get him down.
Nope.
But he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That good for 22 and a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
7-0, then 10.
They'll try to run it in going option right. And he will take it in.
End zone touchdown.
Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1.
Kick is good.
Shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past getting run because they'll run out of real estate. You should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running
17-0.
They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands. We're trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. Been a dominant performance to this point, Charles.
17-0.
This is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their goal, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game.
2 minutes left in the fourth.
You're exactly right. Do what you want down the
7-0.
stretch. We are
Oh,
in the era,
boy,
okay?
guys.
If you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us.
This is
They're
not
called to
good.
finish this one off.
He's taking off. He's running in zone. Oh, crap.
And he's brought down, but not before
Nope,
he
not yet.
reaches the 8-yard line.
I thought he was going to be in
Excellent
there.
job on the keeper, 20 yards and a
Oh,
first down.
man. 17-0. This is pretty much over. Now he's going to try to score again. And they're ready to go.
They'll run with
He's
Dobbins.
running it.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. From the 2 now, second and goal.
And now, second and goal at the 2. It's over.
One more time with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Nope, now he's down to the
Going
1.
to the yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
And that's
The
it.
final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is the National Football League. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go to Barkley again. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And what a golden break here. This ball is going to be touched down, but just outside of the red zone. So now here are the Panthers with excellent field position to start off. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And that's really good field position they were given. Now, nothing's a gimme. We know that. But I know his goal have the field goal kicker just stay on the bench. They want to put it in the end zone and get 6 out of this one. If they don't, I think it'll feel like a disappointment.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Thomas has got it, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
7-0.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. From the 50, it's Darnold. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
To try again after the sack. Darnold, and pressure coming, and they got it once again. Buried behind a line by Azeez Ojulari.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first-drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Again, it's Barkley. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Throwing, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be on to the races.
End of the first.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Barkley inside handoff. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Up the middle with Barkley. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Seven nothing, as they just said. We have not been able to do much. But we'll see.
9 times left. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion calls defensively, and it turns into a big play.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Again, Darnold. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers.
13-0.
A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Wait a minute here.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gonzalez to add the PAT.
13.
And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
On third down, Jones. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On first down, it's Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. To throw again on second down, Darnold. Again, he finds Moore. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To the right side and complete to Thomas. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath around here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown
again.
Sam Darnold. In the
Nothing.
final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Not good. 20-0. Make it 21.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime, and no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick and heads straight out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing, Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold being chased out left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them hovering up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Darnold. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip or fall when it happens in a game.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch now, and boy, a very short punt will give them unbelievable field position. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Darnold throwing out quickly here for Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
27-0.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly.
Extra point is up.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Desperation time now. Here's Jones, escaping the pressure right. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation, because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage 1st down.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones flushed out right. They fights him off. So that'll change things a bit. 15 yards added on. Going to put him on the other side of midfield.
And add on a shake of the head defensively, because he got caught where his hand wasn't supposed to be, and that cost him 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. 19 yards that time for number 19.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Giants go on
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
28-0 on a score.
This offensive line has got some smiles on
This
his
is
faces.
starting to look like that other game with a 41 zip lead. We'll see what happens here.
They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Darnold. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on third down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Here's Jones on 1st and 10 toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers will get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
That's how we do it.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Yeah!
Thank you, everybody, for watching Nick and Awesome Family Gaming. Remember to like, subscribe, keep comments appropriate, and respectful. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was fun recording that here for you all. And hopefully next time we do this again, I can do better. That 41-0 loss really, really hurt us. But hey, we tried. That's all that matters, right? We'll have more of this too, so stick around here. Remember to like, subscribe, keep comments appropriate and respectful. Thanksgiving is coming up real soon, so everybody get ready to eat some turkey, eat some ham, and spend time with your family. Nebraska football happens next Friday, and they play Iowa. We'll have updates for you here on Nick and Awesome Family Gaming, and also on The Bro Show. Catch you later.